Nasim Agdam. Nasim Najafi Agdam, a YouTuber, had her channel demonetized. To vent her frustrations, she decided to drive to YouTube headquarters with the intention of committing a mass shooting there. It all started when Agdam posted videos on topics such as veganism, animal rights, and fitness. Those innocent videos slowly started to turn into videos of her posting rants about her deep-seated frustration with YouTube's policies, particularly regarding demonetization and perceived censorship of her content. She believed her videos were unfairly suppressed by the platform's algorithms, limiting her ability to earn income and reach a wider audience. In several videos and social media posts, Agdam expressed grievances with YouTube, accusing the company of discrimination and censorship. Eventually, this buildup of frustration led her to leave her home and drive to Southern California, where YouTube headquarters was located. On April 3, 2018, Agdam entered YouTube headquarters and opened fire, wounding 3 people before turning the gun on herself and taking her own life. Thankfully, the victims survived their injuries. Elliot Rogers. A 22-year-old YouTuber gained notoriety for his videos mainly on the hatred of women. On May 23, 2014, he killed 6 people and injured 14 others in a shooting and stabbing spree in Isla Vista, California. Most of the victims were women. He had a YouTube channel where he posted videos about his frustrations with women, relationships, and his feelings of entitlement and superiority. His videos were often rambling and incoherent, but they revealed his growing anger and resentment towards women and society. In one video, he sat in his car by the beach enjoying the view until a couple decided to sit on a nearby bench and start kissing. He began ranting, claiming his day was ruined because of the couple. He expressed how unfair life was and why such things couldn't happen to him. He then expressed his hatred for the couple. In his videos, he often complained about being rejected by women and vowed to punish them. In another video, he outlined his plan to slaughter women at a sorority house. His blog and online forums revealed deep-seated misogyny, racism, and anti-Semitism. He also made a video about how he hated sexually active men. He spent months planning the attack, researching weapons and tactics online. He legally purchased 3 handguns and ammunition despite having a history of mental health issues. He wrote a 137-page manifesto outlining his motivations and plans, which he emailed to friends, family, and a former therapist just before the attack. On the day of the attack, he uploaded a YouTube video outlining his plans and motivations. He then went on a shooting and stabbing spree, targeting a sorority house, a coffee shop, and a deli, aiming to kill as many women as possible. He was killed by police after a shootout. Mr. Anime. Trey Eric Sessler, better known as Mr. Anime, rose to prominence on YouTube with his engaging anime reviews. What makes his story more shocking is he once made a video in 2009 ranting and condemning gun violence and mass shootings. But despite all of this, what may have drawn Sessler to the very thing he condemned was his difficult family, life struggles, and mental health. At one period of time, Sessler's intrusive thoughts would begin to get the best of him. He became more and more interested in mass murders. He began to do research on the Columbine shooters and serial killers like Ted Bundy. Using them as inspiration, he started to formulate his own plans about how he could deal as much damage as possible. But all of these were just thoughts and empty planning, until one night Sessler was binge drinking and the alcohol consumption unfortunately brought those inner thoughts to actual reality. The next day, on March 20th, 2012, Sessler drove to his parents' home and brutally murdered his mother, father, and older brother in their Texas home. He then drove to his high school fully armed, where he graduated, and he sat in the parking lot. Thankfully, Sessler did not go through with his school shooting plan. Mr. Anime, or Sessler, was later caught by police and is now serving life without parole. Randy Stair. Randy Stair, also known by his online persona Andrew Blaze, was a YouTuber and animator famous for his animated series Ember's Ghost Squad. His fascination with his animated series Ember's Ghost Squad played a significant role in his descent into obsession and delusion. As the creator of the series, Stair became deeply invested in the fictional world he had created, blurring the lines between reality and fantasy. Over time, Stair's fixation with his characters intensified, to the point where he began to believe that there were real entities existing beyond the realm of his imagination. This belief fueled his desire to transcend his own identity. His goal ultimately became to die and be reborn as one for his characters, most notably Ember Blaze, so that he could join Ember's Ghost Squad for real. On June 8, 2017, Randy Stair posted videos on all of his Twitter accounts. The video detailed his plan on how he intended to commit a mass shooting at the supermarket where he worked. Randy followed through on his plans that very evening. He blocked off the exits in the supermarket and opened fire on people as they walked out. He killed 3 people before ultimately turning the gun on himself. Jared Loughner. Jared Loughner was a YouTuber who mainly talked about topics like religion and conspiracy theories like government mind-controlling people. Although he had a small following, his videos garnered significant views. Loughner was super fascinated with conspiracy theories, so much so that those conspiracy theories raised his distrust in the government, which drove him to a dark path. On January 8, 2011, Loughner's disturbing fantasies turned into a tragic reality when he carried out a mass shooting in Arizona. His primary target was U.S. Representative Gabrielle Giffords, but he also took the lives of 6 other individuals, including Chief U.S. District Court Judge John Roll and a 9-year-old bystander, Christina Taylor Greene. Giffords survived the attack but suffered severe injuries. In August 2012, Loughner pleaded guilty to 19 counts of murder and attempted murder. He was subsequently sentenced to life in prison, plus an additional 140 years, ensuring that he would never again pose a threat to society. Peluchin Entertainment. Peluchin Entertainment, whose real name is Matles Ignacio Vera Oyarzo, was a 15-year-old Spanish YouTuber who engaged in a heated argument with someone on a chatting app called WhatsApp. The argument spiraled out of control, so much so that in order to further provoke the person he was arguing with, he decided to send them a video of him brutally murdering his cat. He then adopted 2 other kittens after that one and attempted to flush those 2 kittens down the toilet. The video ended up getting leaked, and due to his online persona, he started receiving immediate backlash from many people. Someone ended up doxing him. This led to people finding his location, and eventually a crowd gathered outside his home. He did eventually make an apology video, but the apology wasn't well received, especially considering the fact that he basically said he was trying to make the cat feel better by hitting its legs. What's even crazier is that somehow his stupid decisions inspired other animal abusers, and they all started uploading videos of them beating their cats in his honor. What's even crazier is that his channel is still up, and he's actively posting on it till this day. He is still receiving hate comments to this day. Not So Fantastic Devin. Devin Erickson, known as Not So Fantastic Devin on YouTube, had a channel where he uploaded mostly gaming videos. But somehow, he went from gaming videos to becoming a school shooter. But how? Well, it involved 2 people, actually. One day, Devin Erickson, known as our YouTuber in this case, had a talk with his friend Alec McKinney. Alec McKinney was a transgender boy, which caused Alec to get bullied. Devin Erickson decided to come up with the idea of killing one of the bullies as revenge. This plan then shifted to talks about an organized mass murder. The 2 then broke into a gun safe belonging to Erickson's parents and armed themselves with 4 firearms and ammunition. They snorted cocaine and then proceeded to follow through on their plans. On May 7, 2019, they made their way to the charter school called STEM School Highlands Ranch. McKinney and Erickson entered a classroom with guns concealed in a guitar case and a backpack. McKinney shut the door to prevent escape and initiated the shooting by firing the first shot. A brave 18-year-old named Kendrick Castillo heroically tackled Erickson to stop the attack, causing him to lose his life in the process. 8 other students were injured. Erickson, the YouTuber, didn't let off any shots, but instead, he watched as his friend got tackled. He tried to bail from the situation by shooting himself, but couldn't get the gun's safety to unjam. Stephen McCulloch. Stephen McCulloch, a 33-year-old YouTuber from Northern Ireland, had built a moderate following online with his gaming streams and videos. His channel, Xavier, had garnered over 35,000 subscribers and 2.5 million views, with a dedicated community of fans who regularly donated during his streams. However, behind the scenes, McCulloch's life was unraveling. His romantic relationship with Natalie McNally, 28, had ended in 2022, and he became obsessed with her online activities, fueled by jealousy and control. On December 15, 2022, McCulloch discovered messages from an ex-boyfriend on Natalie's phone, sparking a heated argument. Enraged, he spent the next few days planning a sinister revenge. He created a fake online gaming stream as an alibi, purchased a knife and gloves, and researched ways to avoid detection. He even hid messages in his stream, hinting at the crime he was about to commit or committing right at the moment. On December 18th, 2022, while his viewers were watching a fake stream believing it was real, McCulloch was secretly carrying out his plan right at that very moment. It was during this time that he would proceed with stabbing Natalie multiple times at her apartment. Even though he staged the crime scene to make it look like a burglary gone wrong by leaving his fake gaming screen running, making it seem like he was online at the time of the murder, the police were quick to unravel his web of deceit. They discovered the hidden messages, traced the fake 911 call to his phone, and found the knife and gloves he used. McCulloch was arrested on December 21st, 2022, and charged with Natalie's murder. He pleaded not guilty and is currently awaiting trial, scheduled for September 2024. Pekka Erik Alvinen. Starting with his YouTube journey, Pekka Erik Alvinen, known online as Sturmgeist89, had a relatively small following on his channel with around 150 subscribers. However, like many on this list, he used his channel to express his extremist ideologies and frustrations with society, posting videos advocating violence and expressing his disdain for humanity, which unfortunately did gain some traction. The events leading up to the shooting were marked by Alvinen's increasing radicalization and obsession with mass killings. He consumed violent media and literature, as well as engaging with online communities that shared his extremist views. His manifesto and videos prior to the shooting revealed his desire to become infamous through a mass shooting. On November 7, 2007, Alvinen carried out the Jokela school shooting at his high school in Finland. He entered the school armed with a handgun and began firing indiscriminately, resulting in the deaths of 8 people. After shooting enough people, Alvinen then turned the gun on himself, ending his own life. Thanks for watching, and remember, knowledge is power.
Knowledge.